Taurus, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your July 2018 reading. You've already got a couple more readings as well alongside this video. You've got your June bonus reading and also your July 2018 love reading for the month ahead. So that's couples and singles, okay? If you're single, it's time stamped when the single reading starts. I've already pulled your advice card, I'm afraid, guys. Sorry, because the video went a bit fucked. So we only started at this one anyway. So using Healing with the Angels and the Ciro Marchetti Gilded Tarot this month, alright? Your advice card showed up as Surrender and Release. If you need to surrender and release blockages, then please do so, because it will be in your best interest. When you get a surrender and release, you're going to need to surrender to something, and you're going to need to release a blockage if you want something more positive to come in. So that's your advice card for the month. Let's have a look at what's going on with Taurus. Universe, what's going on with Taurus in the month of July 2018? What's going on with Taurus in the month of July 2018? Show me. Alright. So, very busy with work. What's influencing this is because you lost someone. You've been hurt. The root issue is all about the Ten of Cups. So this is all about building contentment. And as a result of that, you're focused on working towards this. You have had the Tower in the recent past. Most likely outcome is going to be the Emperor. The Emperor is all about finding yourself, building stability again. Coming in, Nine of Cups. Possibly celebration. Hope. Well, there's you, Ace of Wands. You're showing as being the Ace of Wands, so I think that you're in a period of some real growth here. It looks like you're starting over again with the Ace of Wands energy. Influence is coming in a death. Hopes of the Ten of Coins. Nice, Nine of Coins. It's a nice reading so far. So the universe is telling you in your advice card, Taurus, that you need to surrender and release. Okay, you can't be holding on to blockages any longer. It's not worth it. Because all you do when you hold on to a blockage is you block any type of goodness that the universe has for you to come in. So it's telling you to surrender and release anything negative in your life. It's going to be in your best interest. Now, you guys are showing with the Ace of Wands. I think that you're going through a period of growth, and I think that you're going through, especially spiritual growth with that Ace of Wands. But I also think that you're going through a period of change with this Ace of Wands. There are new beginnings, and you're looking for a new beginning with this Ace of Wands energy. I also think that you guys are very passionate and enthusiastic about something in your life right now. As a result of that, the focus is on putting a lot of attention and hard work into an area of your life. Now, the reason for that is, I mean, some of you guys, you might be doing something like training, or perhaps is a time of study. So it might be with the Ace of Wands. If you've got a new passion here, you're showing us the Ace of Wands, so you might have a new passion, Taurus. It might be what you're experiencing is the need to study this with the Eight of Pentacles energy, because the reason everything is happening is because of something within the home, the Ten of Cups. This is to do with a family matter, but it might be in the recent past there was a breakup of this with the Tower that in terms of your challenge position, it's been very difficult to get over the loss. And that's why you're focusing on studying something new here to do with a new passion. The most likely outcome will be the Emperor. So I think that this is you guys putting up your boundaries and finding your stability and security again with that Emperor energy. This is you guys building that. Coming in, I'm seeing the Nine of Cups, joy, happiness, wishes being fulfilled. But also with that Nine of Cups, a time to celebrate and feel happy. Influence is coming in. I'm seeing a major change coming in for you because there's a death. So there's the ending of the old, introducing the new. Hopes are to find stability and security in your life, especially financial with the Ten of Coins energy. For some of you guys, if this is a relationship thing, maybe the hope is to find a stable relationship. Overall outcome shows the Nine of Coins. I think that for you guys, Taurus, this is about you guys feeling independent, gaining, possibly gaining something financial here with the Nine of Coins. But really, the Nine of Coins is the card about the gilded cage. So I think that the overall outcome is you guys finding simplicity, finding happiness, and finding value in terms of your own time. You know, indulging your own interest with that Nine of Coins. For some of you guys, it is putting a barrier around you. But nevertheless, it's a barrier and it's a gilded cage that you want to be in at the moment. So some of you guys, the outcome might be you guys isolating yourselves to a certain extent. Let's get some clarifiers on this. Why is Taurus the Ace of Wands? Why is Taurus showing as being the Ace of Wands in the month of July 2018? Alright, so this is to do with... Is that the right side? No, that's not the right side up. That's the right side. It's to do with the Page of Wands, because of a Page of Wands. Some of you guys, it might be that you've received some good news here. It might be that you're starting something new with the Ace of Wands because you've received some good news with the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is all about receiving good news. The Page of Wands is also about a new journey, a new creative journey. You could be going back to college, for example, with that Page of Wands. So it might be that you guys are embarking on a new beginning here with this Ace of Wands. It could be a new project, a new passion project, for example, because of the Page of Wands. This is all about some news, or this is about a new territory, a new journey that you're going on here. It might be a new creative journey, for example, with the Page of Wands energy. Both cards represent newness, okay? So I think that there's something new here that's happening for you guys. It could be a new course, it could be a new mode of study, for example, with the Page of Wands. Some of you going back to university to study something creative, for example, with the Page of Wands energy. The reason that everything is happening is the Ten of Cups. There might also be something about travelling as well. Page of Wands can be when you're abroad. So it might be that you guys are starting a new life with that Ace of Wands energy. It might be something abroad with the Page of Wands. Could also be something to do with pregnancy. But pregnancy is new life anyway. So the reason that everything is happening is the Ten of Cups. And what's this Ten of Cups about? Alright, so I think that there's been a great deal of tension. It's talked about the home. It's because of the home, and the reason that the home is showing up is because there's been a great deal of tension with the Nine of Wands. It might also be that some of you guys have been trying to hold on to your home, for example, with that Nine of Wands energy. And in the recent past, you've experienced the Tower. And what's this Tower about? What's the Tower about? The World. So I think that in the recent past, you've experienced a huge upheaval, where something now has come to the ending of a phase. This is something here with the Tower and that World card that cannot be. You know, they'll say that the Tower is the breakdown card and this is where you learn the lesson from it. But I don't think, it could be that you've experienced a huge amount of chaos in the recent past. The World card is about the world. So the World card is about the ending of a phase. Sometimes this is about the culmination of something great. But sometimes this is to do with the ending of a phase. So it might be that you've experienced a massive upheaval and this is to do with something that has come full circle. So it's almost like something now has come full circle for Taurus, and it has to go, it has to change, it has to crush. Because it almost feels like you did nothing about something, and that's why you've got the Tower, because it came full circle. So it's almost like something in your life, Taurus, was bubbling up and you did nothing about it until it just exploded. So I'm seeing the ending of a phase here, and it might have been in a very uncomfortable way. Some of you guys might have been, even with that Tower, being really upset or crying because there's been the ending of a phase here. Especially if, I think, within the home, there's been a very trying time with the Nine of Wands. I'll see what that Nine of Wands is about. What's this Nine of Wands about? The Eight of Wands. I think that you guys have probably been really tired of some form of an attack here. Eight of Wands is all about, can be about messages, but these can also be weapons of destruction, is the Eight of Wands. So I think that the root issue is about something happening within the home. I think this home situation has made you guys very, very, very tired concerning some form of attacks here. So I think there's been some form of attacks within the home. Could have been abuse or it could have been arguments. But this is why you guys are looking to start again with the Ace of Wands. It could be abroad with the Page of Wands with the child. Maybe you're looking to start again with your child with the Page of Wands. Or you're looking to start again by taking a new direction with this Page of Wands energy. Now in the recent past, as I said, I think that you've experienced an upheaval here. And this is where something has literally come to, its crescendo point. Something has come to the end of the line with that World card. And what's challenging you for the month is the Five of Cups. And what's this Five of Cups about? What's this Five of Cups about? Well, I think that you're challenged by fighting. I think you're upset. I think what's challenging you is that you've been feeling really depressed. And what you're feeling depressed about is all the fighting that you've been experiencing with the Five of Wands energy. Which is why the focus will be on study. What's this Eight of Coins about? What's this Eight of Coins about? Okay, so I think that you are working towards getting a fair outcome because the King of Swords, some of you guys might be working on a King of Swords because the King of Swords can be a fairly kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? He can be very tunnel visioned and very difficult to get him to change his mind. So some of you guys, the focus might be working on this King of Swords energy. Maybe you're working towards changing this person's mind. for some of you guys, it might be that you're working towards, or you're focusing, or you're studying on how you can get a fair result, for example, with the King of Swords. Some of you guys, it might be that you are you're focusing, or you are studying maybe something to do with somebody who's legal, a legal team, or a lawyer, for example, with the King of Swords energy, if the situation's that bad. Now, the most likely outcome will be the Emperor. And what's his... So I think that this is all about finding stability, being able to, you know, stabilise the situation with the Emperor. What's this Emperor about? It's the most likely outcome. I think that some of you guys, the most likely outcome will be... I don't know whether this Emperor is a person. Because it might be the Emperor decides to withdraw. Four of Swords is all about withdrawal, and this can be a person. So I think if you're fighting with someone this month, Taurus, and you've been, you know, the energy for the month is that you are working on maybe breaking down this King of Swords. If it's a person, breaking down this person's ideas. It might be that this person eventually withdraws. The Emperor, because the Emperor and the King of Swords can be very similar characters. So I think if it's these are people that you've been having interest, you know, problems with, especially this King of Swords energy showing here. You're working to try and break down the ideas of this individual showing here. I think then it would be I think that the Emperor, I think that this person will look to withdraw from the situation, perhaps, with the Four of Swords. I think that there are family arguments going on here. There's been attacks within the family. Things have come to an end, ahead with the Tower. Things have culminated. Things have really come to the end of the line with that world energy. Challenge being that Five of Cups. Sadness. The sadness is to do with the arguments, the Five of Wands. In which the energy for the month is study. Working on a King of Swords. Maybe working to try and break someone down or change somebody's ideas, potentially. More than likely, I think you're going to get this, whoever this person is, I think you're going to get them to back down here, Taurus, on what they're doing. Because coming in, you're going to experience this Nine of Cups. What's this Nine of Cups about? Victory. Celebrating a victory coming in for some of you guys. You've got the Nine of Cups, which is celebration, and the Six of Swords, Six of Wands, which is victory. So I think that some of you guys are going to be celebrating a victory coming in here. In which what you've experienced is death. What's this death about? What's this death about? And some of you guys, I think that you're looking to start a new life, the Ace of Wands, with a Page of Wands, with your child, for example. So some of you guys might be looking to start a new life with a child. What's the death card about coming in as an influence? The ending. I think that for some of you guys, Taurus, it could be what you'd experience is an ending here, in which some of you guys will perhaps be alone with the Queen of Swords, or the ending of hurt, because the Queen of Swords represents somebody who's hurt within the tarot, and the Death card can mean an ending. So I think that this victory that you are going to celebrate means the ending of hurt with that Queen of Swords energy. Hopes would be the Ten of Pentacles, maybe to gain something financial here. Okay. What's this Ten of Pentacles about? What's this Ten of Pentacles about? What's the Ten of Pentacles about? The Moon. I think that your hopes are with this Ten of Pentacles to gain something financial. It might be something that was hidden. Maybe you're looking to gain some secret money or something like that, because the Moon means something that's hidden. And that's money. Ten of Pentacles is a money card. So your hopes are to gain perhaps wealth, a great deal of money from this situation. It's inferring something was hidden from you and you're looking to gain it now. The overall outcome shows the Nine of Coins. I think you guys are going to be feeling very comfortable and contented with that Nine of Coins. What's this Nine of Coins about in the overall outcome? What's the Nine of Coins about in the overall outcome? The Two of Wands. I think that you guys are going to be quite content by the end of July. With the Nine of Coins, you're going to be looking, you look like you're very comfortable. The comfortable element of the Nine of Coins is all to do with a new direction that you guys are taking with that Two of Wands. I'm seeing a new direction that you're taking. get this reading again. You need to surrender and release. I think it's a person that you need to surrender and release, Taurus. I think it's a person that you need to surrender and release. We've got you guys as being the Ace of Wands. I think that you are ready now with this Ace of Wands energy, and I think that you're ready to start something new. It could be starting something new, maybe going abroad with that Page of Wands. It might be that you're starting a new life with a child, for example, with that Page of Wands energy. The reason that everything is happening is because of the family. I think that you've been going through a lot of trying times, a lot of trials with that Nine of Wands energy, in which there's been a great deal of probably slinging of mud, arguments, attacks with that Eight of Wands energy. And I think that as a result of that, things have come to an head. There's been a huge argument, there's been upheaval here. And I think that this is because of the world. Things have come to a head in this situation. Things have just completely boiled over with this world energy. And it's just completely spilled out into absolute kind of mayhem between you and whoever this individual is. Now, what's influencing you this month is that you are, you know, feeling upset, you're feeling down, you're feeling really disappointed, probably a little bit depressed about those arguments. The Five of Wands I would read as being that Eight of Wands energy. I think that you're feeling really tired, really distressed by all of the arguments, all of the conflict, the petty arguments you're having with this person. And as a result of that, I think that you're working to break down somebody's very staunch ideas with that King of Swords. It might be something to do with you taking a child out of a marriage, taking them somewhere else, for example. The most likely outcome is that the Emperor, I think, will relent. I think that the Emperor is this King of Swords dude, and I think that this Emperor will eventually relent. They'll eventually give in to what your demands are, Taurus. Coming in, what you're going to experience is, for some of you guys, happiness. There's going to be celebration because you're going to have a victory, and in which what you'll experience is the ending. Perhaps you guys decide to end a legal situation here. You decide to call off your legal dogs, basically, your lawyers, that type of thing with the Queen of Swords. Also the ending of hurt here with this Queen of Swords energy. Your hopes would be perhaps to discover some hidden money, to get your, you know, a huge payout with that Ten of Coins because of the Moon. Probably because it's been hidden for quite some time from this King of Swords, aka Emperor. Outcome shows you guys feeling very comfortable and very contented with the Nine of Coins. I think that you feel very comfortable and contented now to take a new direction with the Two of Wands. I think things are going to work out for you, and this is why the advice is, for the month of July 2018, Taurus, you're going to have to surrender and release this situation. Okay, or that this situation is being surrendered and released in the month of July 2018. It's telling you there's a situation that may be released and surrendered. I think that you guys, I think that this is a difficult situation you're in. It could be with an employer, or it could be in a marriage, for example. Okay, in which you've had some difficulties. I think I'm seeing lots of conflicts and lots of arguments in a family or a working matter going on. I think that this is going to be resolved by the end of July 2018, and you're going to be feeling very comfortable then to take a new direction. Alright, that is your general reading, Taurus, for the month of July 2018. I would like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe. Have a great day, and I'll speak to you guys mid-July to do your mid-month bonus readings and also the readings for August. Take care. Bye-bye.